Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarli, and today I'll be showing you this great 2015 Dodge Journey SXT in black. Starting up here at the front of the vehicle, we will see our quad halogen headlamps. These headlamps are great for visibility during the night, and they're also protected with this tough Lexan glass, which isn't going to break when rocks kick up into them, as well as your fog lamps down here at the bottom. Usually they are covered with glass, but these are actually covered with plastic so that when rocks kick up, they will not take out your fog lamps, which are often the first to go. Under this hood is a 2.4 DUAL VVT engine, which is great for the fuel economy, so you're not going to spend a ton at the pump. Now down here at the wheel, we're going to look at our 17-inch alloy rims wrapped with our Kumo Solus tires that are filled with nitrogen, as you can tell with this silver cap with the blue top. Nitrogen stays a more equal temperature throughout the year, which reduces your leakage and increases your fuel economy. These tires have a great amount of tread left on them, so you don't have to worry about changing those anytime soon. These mirrors on the side of the vehicle are actually breakaway mirrors, which means they bend both to the front and to the back to move out of the way in the case of a minor accident. This is actually a great feature because instead of having to replace them, they'll just move out of the way. These mirrors are also heated, as you can tell by this little sign there, which means that during the winter time and the frost and the snow, you're not going to scrape them off with your credit card, but the ice will melt away. Now, before we step inside, I just want to show you a few cool features that are on the outside of this vehicle. First, we have our remote. Just want to show you that really quickly. It is equipped with your lock, your unlock, and your panic button. But another really cool thing about it is that this vehicle actually has proximity entry. And so once you put your hand in the handle, the door unlocks, which is a great feature. But also, you can press this button and the whole vehicle locks, and so you're not going to be fumbling with your keys when you're carrying a bunch of stuff. You can just open up the door and you can get going. Now let's step inside. Here inside the front door of this Dodge Journey, we have our left and right front mirror controls that are powered, our powered window controls, and our power locks. The front two windows are actually autos, which means that you tap them once down and pull them once up, and they will go all the way down and all the way up, which is a great feature. There's a great amount of storage in the door. As well, if we come to the left side of the steering wheel, we will see our headlamp controls. Currently it's set up on auto, which means that your headlamps will change brightness according to the time of day and the brightness outside. Also, we have our interior displays brightness settings. Below that, we have our e-brake as well as our pull to release the hood. Now stepping inside, bear with me for a moment as I sit and get situated. All you have to do in this vehicle is put your foot on the brakes and press the push start. Because the key is inside of the vehicle, it turns right on, and that's how that works. If the key was not inside the vehicle, you couldn't just turn on the vehicle. You couldn't just turn it on and go. Now, if we look at this cluster display, we will see obviously our tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right, but we also have this great digital display in the middle, which is currently showing us the direction we're facing, our temperature outside, it's a little bit cooler than normal, and our current kilometers. Now if we go back, I want to show you a few different options here. Starting at the top, we have our vehicle speed, or we can see our kilometers per hour and quickly change it to miles per hour when you cross the border. You can also look at our trip information, our tire pressure, our other vehicle information like your coolant temperature, oil temperature, transmission temperature, and much else. Also, this messages area signals you whenever you need to change your oil or fill your tires or service your airbags. It'll alert you when to service your vehicle so that you can keep your vehicle in tip-top condition. Now coming down here to the remote, we'll see the wheel, we'll see the remote that controls that digital display, as well as our cruise control settings. Coming to the center of the vehicle, we have our radio settings, but the star of this is actually being able to connect your own music via auxiliary jack or USB port. We can also control our climates. Each climate zone in this vehicle is actually separate, which is really great. So the driver's side and the passenger side, as well as the rear climate, is separate, which is a great feature for the people in the back to control their heat and cooling. There's also further settings, You can turn on and off the power outlet in the back, which is great from here. You can also put on the time or turn off the screen. Below we have our climate settings as well as our volume and tuning knobs. Below that we have our illuminated cup holders, which is always a great feature. Your shifter down here. Coming over to the passenger side, we'll see our large glove compartment, as well as in the center console we will see this tray that comes out that can hold change or whatever else you need. And in here we have another DC plug as well as the auxiliary jack and USB port I was talking about before. If we look up above, we will see our glasses holder as well as our interior lights. Now let's step outside. Here in the front door of the vehicle, we will see our power window controls, as well as one of the door speakers and some storage. Now stepping into the back, there's actually a great amount of space. So obviously we have our seat back pocket here with storage. In our center armrest, we have our cup holder and just a great little comfortable armrest in our 60/40 split here. And actually at the foot of the seats we have these great storage compartments under here that can actually be used as coolers as well, or just storing things that you'd like to hide away, which is great. Now, one of the great features about this vehicle is that it's actually has 3 rows of protection from airbags, because there can be 3 rows of seating, making this Dodge Journey a 7-seater, which is great. And now we're going to step around the back and talk a bit more about that. On top we have our roof rack, which is a great feature to put up your kayaks or store cargo whenever you're traveling far. If we look here into the back seat, we will notice, first we're just going to talk about the seats, that it's actually easy to fold these down. So you have to do is pull this tab and push forward. The head will fold down, and then you lay them flat in order to increase your trunk space, which is really great. And they're actually really easy to pull back up. You just pull that tab and then you straighten the head. Now under here we as well have some in-floor storage, and there's your cargo net that's brand new, and your jack for the vehicle. We also have speakers here in the back seat, as well as a DC plug, some shopping bag hooks, and some cargo strap anchors, as well as some cup holders. Thank you so much for taking a walk around of this 2015 Dodge Journey SXT in black. I hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out this vehicle or other new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing, and we're closer than you think. Bye-bye.